Before you start your wound care, you have to assemble everything that you need to perform the wound care. First of all, before you pack out everything that you need, you will use soap and water to clean all of these surfaces. Afterwards, you will spray it with your disinfectant and leave it for half an hour. I'm just going to remove these because I've already done that. Then what you need is a box. I've used a plastic box. A plastic box is better, or you can use any plastic bag, a shopping bag that you can clean with your disinfectant to place all your equipment into. Furthermore, you will need a list. This list will list everything that you're going to need, and it might change every week as your wound becomes better or is healing. First of all, I need a plastic bag. I've got two types of plastic here. You can use a refuge bag and you clean it with your disinfectant or any other type of plastic that you have. You can wash it with soap and water beforehand and then spray with disinfectant and allow it to dry. I place that into my box. Then I have several types of cloth here. These cloths I have washed with soap and water. I've disinfected them and then I've hanged them in the sun, carefully removed, and I ironed them. Then I placed them into this plastic bag. You are not supposed to touch your cloths before you are doing your wound and only after you have washed your hands. But I'm going to remove them to show you the cloths that I have in here. First of all, this cloth I'm going to place on top of my plastic bag. My plastic bag is going to be spread out and to prevent any wound to exudate from touching anything in your house. I'm placing this one on top of the plastic bag to absorb any wound exudate or the saline or the boiled water that you are going to use. This one I've cleaned and prepared to wipe my hands when I'm doing the wound if I need it. This cloth I'm going to use and open and spread all my equipment on top of that cloth. This cloth I have prepared to dry my hands. Any type of cloth can be used. You can use the back of a shirt, an old sheet, any type of cloth. These I have, for example, used 2 pillowcases in here. After you've cleaned and washed and disinfected and ironed them, you place them in the bag and you don't remove them unless you have washed your hands. You will also need a washed and disinfected bandage to cover your wound with. Put it in a piece of plastic bag. Any type of plastic bag will do, and keep it safe. You will also need, first of all, you will need gauze. Now this is gauze that I made myself at home, but you can look at the other video to see how I did that. And I've sterilized it to the best of my abilities. You will also need soap. Please dry for washing your hands. Please dry your soap bar carefully. Put it into a plastic bag to prevent organisms from growing on that. You will also need a spray bottle with your boiled water in here, boiled and cooled water, or the saline that you prepare yourself. You will need alcohol if you are going to need scissors to clean your scissors with, and your wound care products. Now what I do first of all is I spray these bottles with my disinfectant at the bottom as well. There you go. Underneath there as well. I open my scissors and I spray. I turn them around and I spray. Then I take a clean cloth and I wipe. Wipe the bottles, wipe where I've touched, insert into my wound care box. Once again, like that. I clean my scissors where I've touched once again, insert in my box. I take my wound care products, if it's a bottle or whatever it is, and I insert that into my box as well. I dry and clean where I've touched and I insert it in there. Then you will also need an extra garbage bag. This is to put in all the refuge from doing your wound, but I don't place that in there, I just leave it to one side. Then you may close your box. On top of your box, place your list as well as your refuge bag. If you use a box like that or a plastic bag, nothing is inserted in that plastic bag or into this box unless you have cleaned it. Nothing else is stored into this box except your wound care products. And now you are ready to start your wound care. The list will help you to remember every week what you need.